Morning. This is going to be a really short video because I kind of messed up my steel production and it set me way back. I think you've seen all of these tubes and stuff, but what I do want to show you real quick, steel again, or steel plate more specifically, slowly. I had accidentally disconnected half of that didn't work out well. So why is this going so slow? I think I have to put conveyor belt Mark IIIs. That's a Mark III lift. So that needed to be a Mark III because it's combining 135 and 135 to make 270. And if it wasn't a Mark III, then everything would back up. And it still looks like it's backing up. Let's see if that helps. See, I would expect this just to flow straight through. I don't understand what the holdup is. I mean, I do have a splitter here that is not carrying anything. See, I'd expect this just to be, zipping along. Are these filled? Yeah. I don't understand what I'm doing, what I've done wrong here. Each of these is making 45. 45 times 3 is 100, 135. But each of these this is 45. That's 45. Yeah, just it is this maybe gated by its slowest? Maybe the mergers are gated, or belts are gated by their slowest inputs. That doesn't seem to be the case because this doesn't seem to be helping at all. I don't know. But we'll let that run. Hopefully I'll get more steel. Then I can resume constructing things. I have the last of the items I need on me. And you'll get to see this elevator do something. So, I've already given it 500 smart plating and 300 of the 500 versatile framework and 100 of automated wiring. So if I give it the rest of these, I can now seal the payload in. They certainly make this dramatic, don't they? And then send it. And there you see the space elevator going to work. So I've now unlocked tiers 5 and 6 of research. Now I need 2,500 of the things I just sent up. I need adaptive control units and modular engines, which I am not making at all. Those are all brand new. I now have tiers 5 and 6 of research open, which starts with oil processing, This has all been reworked in the newest thing. I watched a video on it. There's a gazillion and one things that you have to get right. That's probably going to be our first milestone, because any of these other things are going to require output from oil to build. Then tier 6, expanded power, which gives us a fuel generator. The jetpack, which we certainly have to have. But of course, in order to get it, I need all of this stuff from oil processing. And trains. I don't think I've ever built a train in this game, but I'm going to have to, because on this particular map, I am spread out all over the place. So we're going to want oil processing first. That require. Oh, I'm not making motors. That's going to be a problem. The rest of this stuff I have. But what I've been trying to do is unlock the freaking map. There's actually a map in the game, but you have to research it. And that requires this quartz stuff. And I'm all the way down. Assemble these in a factory yet. That's one of the tier 5, 6 things I have to research. It's called manufacturer. And a manufacturer has 4 inputs. Right here. Well, that's a truck. I wonder what's different about this truck than the one I currently have. I honestly don't know. But anyways, I think that's raw quartz. I think I put it all away. The raw quartz, it's not quite right. I have to go back and finish it off, which is probably how I'll end this video. But can I make crystal oscillators? I can make 14 of them. Might as well make as many as I can. So let's see. Oh, and I need 10 beacons, right? Those are beacons. Yeah. I only have enough for 4. Oh, because of course I'm on cable. And what is that? Iron plate. Well, iron plate I happen to have. In this box right here. And cable is right here, I do believe. So I will run out of cable. Did I? No. That's right, I needed to make the beacons. Eight, 9, 10. So now, oh, it's going to take 5 minutes. That sucks. I guess I'll go to the other. I don't know what this is, but it needs 100 crystal oscillators. I am not making 100 of those by hand. It also needs 200. I don't know what an all-clad aluminum sheet is. More of the crystal things. So I finally got tired of running back and forth to my power plant. So I put in a tube. Man, I hope I have everything I need to get for this. So I ran out of power, so I doubled up on my power supply. This is the old original stack of 8 generators, gigawatts of capacity, which in this game is almost 0. So in order to get that quartz that you saw I had lots of, I had to come all the way down here. It's 1,000 units this way. And I died several times. When I die in this game, I reload a previous save. I'm happy to save scum this game. I don't like dying in this game. It's annoying. It does have a death penalty. All of your stuff gets left in a box where you died, so you have to go back and pick it all up, which means you may have to rebuild new weapons or whatever based on what killed you. This guy, I'm hopefully just going to run past because he's like a tier 2 guy. I can kill him. It's just not worth it because he'll just come back, and he doesn't drop anything worth killing him over. Seriously. But this is how far away I had. Ooh, I almost missed. How far away I had to run and bring power with me in order to get this. But what was nice is when I got here, there was actually 3 deposits that I could mine. So I think the only thing you can do useful with the raw quartz that you mine is turn it into crystallized quartz or whatever. So I built a little thing down here to build it into that, but I ran out of materials. Did I bring steel with me? I did bring steel with me. Okay. So this was filled with quartz, and I was using it as a source for a minute because I don't want to end up carrying it around. But what I really need to do is make these Mark III conveyor belts just at the very beginning. I think that should do it. Now, none of these are running because they're all filled. Because, sadly enough, when I was here before, I actually ran out of materials to build storage boxes. Oh, I can't believe I made that jump. The question is, do I want a tier 1 or a tier 2 storage box here? I mean, I certainly can make a tier 2 one. But really, I can make a tier 1 one. Yeah. Let's make a tier 2 one. And now all I've got to do is, I think, Mark II conveyor belt is enough for that. Like I said, I think. So I had to build all this, and I built it wrong several times. This should be 10 assemblers. Oh, I've been playing for more than 2 hours game. Alright, so is this done? I can pick up this storage box now. And all of its infrastructure. not the power pole. I want to wait until these filter through. I'm gonna have to look at a video or something because I don't. These. That's certainly got enough input. These things have to be complaining about their outputs. See, its output is full. All right. There is no reason for these things to need conveyor belt Mark IIs. And at 22 and 22 is 66, 67 and a half. That's a Mark II conveyor belt. There is no reason a Mark II conveyor belt can't carry 67 and a half. But this one has to be a Mark III. Wait, this is 67. That's 67. So, wait. That's 100. That's got to be a Mark III. That's the problem. And if that's a Mark III, that's got to be a Mark III. Let's see if that'll clear up the backlog a little bit. 94, come on. Yeah, I think it slowly is, but by the time it clears up the backlog, this frickin' box is going to be full. Although I did break my input. I wanted to take this down because I made a silly mistake putting this in, so it looked funny. That looks better. And the other miner is over here. And I'm absolutely certain that it'll say that this is too long. That's the kind of morning I've had. I actually rebuilt this little section several times this morning. First time I built it in the wrong place. The other time I did all the math wrong. There we go. So we have 3 of these running. And they're all Mark II miners, so they're all outputting 120 raw quartz per minute. My belts can't carry 360. The most I can carry at the moment is 270. So what I have is 120 and 120, and then coming down the middle is another 120 that I split equally, so I end up with 180 on each side, and I need just over 180 to satisfy 5 of these machines. So they're not all quite going to run at 100%. Neither of the lines will run at quite 100%, but you know, close enough. I'm going to get tired of jumping up and down this, so let's just drop in a ramp. I don't know why it always wants to build the ramps backwards. But that should be more quartz crystal than I need right now. I mean, at least for a little while. When I start getting into tier 5 and 6 and building computers and stuff, I will need much, much more. But, you know, that's a future me problem. Let's just take Why would you give me 48? Oh, I probably had the 48 on me. So let's carry back as much as we can and go build us a car. Do I have the MAM, which at the bottom right where the shortcuts are at this place, which oddly I have never bothered to look up. I mean, I know it's online because that's one of the things about Satisfactory I can understand, but the maps are not random. I would imagine generating 3D maps, random 3D maps with 3D resources could become rather difficult, but it has, I don't know, 4 or 5 maps now. This is not the first map. The first map is basically a flat, wide open plain, but the resources are forever apart. If you think this is a long walk, it's nothing compared to the other map. So that's why I tried this one. And then there's a desert map. And there's another one. I forget what the other one is. So you've got to watch in this biome. There's these plants that have these orange leaves. And if you get near them, little insects will come off them and chase you around and start stinging you. And they will kill you. Oh, it says Awesome Sync on the right-hand side of my screen there because I considered building one out there and taking all the excess crystal that gets built and just letting it go into the sink because I don't need it right now. But I do need more tickets. There are things that cost 100 tickets. I don't think I'll ever buy it, but it costs 100 tickets, and 100 tickets is just an obscene amount of materials you have to send to the sink. Alright, so we now have a map. Well, look at this. You can see players, truck stations, this. Oh, and you can turn them off on the compass now. That's interesting. So, oh, you can see my truck going back spots are. I doubt it means it's oil. But I think now, if I were to scan for Caterium, which I'm not currently collecting, there we go. So 768, 1215, 917. I think that is supposed to show up on the map now. But I guess I'm wrong. Oh, look at that. If you hover over the truck station, you can actually see what's in it. The stuff I'm getting must be here. That actually suddenly makes beacons useful. They have never... Oh, there's a whole bunch of water up here. So, am I right thinking this is where I'm going to build my base? Let's go take a look. Maybe now that we have the map unlocked, we'll reevaluate that thought. Hitter bearings. We're basically heading east. I still don't know what these animals are for. I just want to get over near the edge to where I, about thought I might build it. Oh, so the gas mask that you can get is for that green stuff. Then you can go in there. You just have to have filters. Interesting place I left that. Yeah, this could be a good place. I'm looking this way, is what that says. Essentially east. I don't know why map is Z. The question is, can I make use of this water? Because this looks like it's disconnected from the freaking map. Let's see, if we go... Yeah, that's it. I don't want to jump down there because I don't feel like climbing all the way back up. I'm just trying to figure out what is black on the map. Is this black? I mean, all this is a little ridge. It's not like it's forever. The heck was that? And what are you? Sulfur. Yeah, no thank you. I have plenty of sulfur. Am I following the black ridge now? Yeah, I am. So I guess that's just a really high point or something, maybe? I mean, I can certainly get up here. Oh! I think it's black because it's saying I haven't seen it yet. I really have seen this much of the map? And there's more for me to fill in. Ooh, I did not know that. Okay, so I can build a car now. So I'm going to build myself a car. And you have yourself a great Saturday.